Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense for the Patriots, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's Davis to run again on second. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Play action. It's Ryan. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Ryan. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ryan will throw again. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 27, Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Ryan on first down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
Now Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing, Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
58, 54, Mike 54. Hey, ready, set.
On third down, Ryan. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
On the give, this is Harris. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
We got this.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll run it here. This is James White. White's got a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Falcons, nothing. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
From the 27, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes it 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Jones throwing on first down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. 19, target, 19, Here we go again. Watch my board.
Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Aguilar. Room here to run. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. the Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Play action for Davis. Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
2nd and 16.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Mike 19, Mike 19. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Ryan to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Here's Austin. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd and 9, Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. This is White on the screen. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll look to throw again. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Back to throw again. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from here, might not be able to take a knee, might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They hand it off to Mostert. Michael Walker there to bring him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Jones eluding the pressure right. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Ryan down around the goal line. This one caught by Ridley. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in a huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Throwing again, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And running with power here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mostert. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Jones. Open man is born. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 96 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
1st down, Patriots.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun with White. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Back 25. Check. Walk 54. Focus, defense, focus. 54, down. 54.
Now Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Harris. Finding some room at midfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Falcons 21.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 2nd and 10, Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They try again with Scarborough. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. It's Scarborough again. And some space here. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for New England, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.